Hello everyone, enough people want to know which heroes were getting these buffs in update 1.6, and the devs were nice enough to let us know what they are. So figure what a better opportunity to actually go over and dive into this, see what these stats are going to be beforehand, and so when the update comes out, we can see how much of a change it is, and if it really is making a difference. Now for all you Fleta users out here, I'm going to need your hand on this one. We do have Fleta at 14 stars, but whenever I pop her in, she is just barely making a dent on anybody. And I think that might just be because we are at 14 stars. But this is my rune right here on it. Take any suggestions of what you guys would change out on this, because I'd like to start using her more, but I don't really know if she's viable, so maybe you can tell me if she is. Now Fleta's going to be getting a buff to her engraving here, which is going to be currently getting 25 extra energy when killing an enemy. And they didn't say anything specific about what level of the engraving, but you see it stays at 25, then goes at 30, and then 35. And we also have a chance of getting a damage immunity shield. But the buff is listed as increasing the amount that is obtained and the chances of getting obtained. So I guess we're going to be getting more energy from it, but I don't think it's going to be a kill type situation anymore. I think it's going to be more of a whenever using an active skill, you have the chance of getting energy. Otherwise, why put the thing in there of having a chance to get it? The next hero that's getting a buff is Telfer, and this is going to be increase attack upon dodging, and they list it as passive number 3. Now keep in mind the first skill is active, so if you go over, it's actually going to be the 4th block on it. And this is going to be on the level 2 and level 3 of this passive, and they're now saying it's going to stack up to 5 times. So I'm not certain how this is going to work with decreasing every 10% per round there, or if this is just going to be a totally changed stat. But still, I think you're going to be seeing some bigger uses out of Telfer now. I've never been one to really use them that much, but I know a lot of people that say, hey man, you gotta try Telfer, absolutely wrecks. So keep this in the mind in your back of your arsenal there. Telfer is not a terrible one to use, and obviously they're gonna be throwing some bleed out with it. Now Ripper is also getting one for their passive, and this will be their second box in it, or their first passive inside the game. And this is the one where they attack the heroes in the back row, and then going and applying a dodge rate increase to 2 allies with low HP. Now they don't mention anything about which level is getting changed, so I imagine all 3 of them are, so you can see 16% at 1 turn, 16% at 2 turns, and 18% at 2 turns. So it looks like it's just going to be focused based by that percentage on there. Either way, Ripper is one that I'm not really using that much. I do have him, I think, 11 stars in my pay to win, and unfortunately, they're not really doing as much as I'd like them to do. But I have to remind myself that I have heroes at 20 stars. Anything's going to feel kind of weak compared to one of those. Not to mention Lilith having an engraving of 40, not bragging at all, but it's pretty freaking awesome. Now the last one seems like it's going to be a pretty big rework, and I think that's because nobody's really using Tanya inside the game. So it'll be interesting to see how much this really steps her up and makes her viable, and if people actually start using her. But I myself don't really have her invested that much, not even sitting at high stars. I think it's Tanya or Coco that I accidentally fused on accident when going and upgrading some heroes. Somebody caught me in stream like, hey, did you just fuse your 3-star epic? And I was like, oh shoot, I think I just did. But either way, these are the upgrades or buffs that Tanya is going to be getting. The first one's going to be increasing the attack percentage of her active skill. And this one seems to hit pretty hard already. It's 175% the attack and hitting all heroes in the front row. So this could actually be pretty standard or pretty beefy, I guess I should say, if they do put a solid number on this. Like I said, I don't use her, but if they do increase this, I might want to actually start investing, because not that we're going to be seeing a lot of heroes or 3 of them sitting in the main row, but this could be actually a little bit of a game changer. The next buff for her is going to be on her first passive. You see on the level 3, there's that penetration up top. That's going to have that number increase. And when a normal attack happens, it's going to apply a crit weaken, which will make the enemy more likely to get critted. And the big thing is on this part is it's going to last for 1 turn on it. It sounds like they're going to be increasing how many turns that crit chance is going to happen for. Now the last one is going to be more for people that are really investing in her, because you'll have to have it at 18 stars. It's going to be the level 5 awakening skill. Right now it's going to be crit damage increases by 15% whenever landing a critical hit, and that'll stack up to 3 times. If you don't land one, it's going to reset itself. And it looks like that crit damage is what's going to be increased in this update. So like I said, this is what's explained as far as the buffs that are coming in update 1.6. If you want to know everything else that's coming inside it, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.